What if your own death was written in a book? And your wife was the only one who could bring you back? That's exactly the kind of mind-bending twist we got in the new Outlander teaser revealed at San Diego Comic-Con. Sure, most of the teaser was made up of clips from past seasons, but tucked inside that familiar footage were a few explosive new scenes. Scenes that change everything. Jamie Fraser reads Frank Randall's book and discovers that he's destined to die. Meanwhile, Claire's hair is nearly white, and that's more than just age catching up to her. That means her full healing powers are finally awakening. So yeah, there's a lot to unpack. Let's talk about how Jamie even ends up with Frank's book. It's Brianna. After traveling back through time to be with Roger and Buck, she brings her father's book with her. It's not just sentimental. She hands it to Claire and Jamie, though neither of them opens it right away. Eventually, Jamie starts reading, and what he finds inside shakes him to his core. Frank didn't just write about history, he wrote about battles that haven't happened yet. And in one of them, Jamie is killed. The Battle of King's Mountain. It hasn't taken place yet in the show, but according to Frank's writing, that's where Jamie dies. If you've read Go Tell the Bees That I Am Gone, the 9th book in the series, you'll know this is no random detail. Jamie actually feels like Frank is speaking directly to him through the pages. It turns out Frank, shortly before his death, switched his historical focus from British history to the Scottish involvement in the American Revolution. Why? Because he figured it out. He knew Claire, Brianna, and Roger had gone back in time and would be living through that period. Frank wrote this book almost as a way to send Jamie a message, a warning, a guide. Jamie is wounded at King's Mountain. Fatally. Everyone around him believes he's dead. Claire doesn't. She refuses to leave his side. She stays with him for hours, holding him in her arms. And then, something unbelievable happens. Claire brings him back. We've known this moment was coming. Remember the prophecies? The one from Master Raymond, the one from the native healer. Both said Claire would gain full healing powers once her hair turned white. In the trailer, her hair is the whitest it's ever been. Not pure white yet, but getting close. And there's a brief shot of her hands covered in blood. This has to be the scene where she brings Jamie back. Her powers have finally come into full force, and she uses them to defy death. So yes, Jamie technically dies, but Claire brings him back. And yet, to those who witnessed the aftermath, he looked very much gone. That's likely what was reported. That's probably what Frank read. He didn't know Jamie survived, only that he'd fallen in battle and was believed dead. It makes perfect sense that Frank's book includes that misinformation. It's just history repeating itself. Like the time Claire and Jamie were reported dead in the Fraser's Ridge fire, even though they lived. That time, it was Tom Christie who believed they were gone and told the newspapers. The same kind of misunderstanding might be happening again. The trailer also shows us Brianna in period clothing, which means she and her family decide to stay in the past with Claire and Jamie instead of returning to the dangerous future where Rob Cameron and his gang are waiting. We get glimpses of Roger, young Ian, Lord John Grey, and William, who still looks bitter about not being told that Jamie is his real father. There's a shot of Jamie on horseback, likely back at Fraser's Ridge where they're rebuilding. Then there's Claire's bloodied hands again, reinforcing that moment where she saves Jamie's life. And finally, we see Jamie turning to Claire and saying the words no one ever wants to hear. James Fraser dies in the battle. And we know what comes next. They'll try once again to change the future. Outlander has always played with the idea that history can be wrong, that what's recorded isn't always what really happened. So while Frank's book says Jamie dies, the truth might be far more complicated. Now, let's talk release date. For months, Starz had us believing Season 8 was coming soon. That was 6 months ago. And now, they've said early 2026. But if you've been following this show for long enough, you know early could mean anything from January to June. I'm hoping for March, but honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we're waiting until spring. So what do you think about this wild storyline? Jamie's supposed death, Claire's rising powers, and Frank's final act of reaching across time? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you're curious about the Blood of My Blood prequel, I've broken down that trailer too. Go check it out.